Millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
Make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep poking. When I say penitentiary, put that knife in him. Put him in him.
I belong with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.
Separate yourself.
Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great. Non-stop. Keep the pace.
I'm down.
Yo, what's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast. Back in the house, right back at y'all with another one. Y'all already see what I got on the Ali Blicky. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali. One of the best that ever did it. Ali was a beast. Ain't duck no smoke. And he loved the rumble. That's one thing I see about Ali. They say people always try to say somebody duck somebody, but anybody get in the ring with George Foreman and rope a dope as his defense is crazy. That's number one. And Ali did it. Like Mike Tyson said, Ali was willing to die in the ring, not me. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do over here. Let me get the sponsors out of the way so we can get this show popping. Hope y'all been safe all week. And glad to be back in the chat. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer. Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also go over to www.largeslipgallery.org. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Don't forget to go over to Mia Killer B page. www.miakillerb.com. Support her and her boxing journey and our merch. I can't wait till she get back in the ring. And shout out to Richie Baby for the intros and edits. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion. EOE, education over everything. Hardcore Boxing News, Just Do Boxing, Ant McQueen Boxing. Don't forget, shout out to Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. Also, don't forget to come down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Surrey's Essentials, 12 rolls for $7. Thanks for the support. AO Clothing Line, Proso Boxing Gear, and Clothing Line. Richie Threads. Shout out to Miss Mona, Miss Yaya, Miss Melody Queen. Last but not least, Official Gear Boxing. All the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box. Raw. All right, y'all, before we get this thing started, she ain't a guest. She part of the A-team. She wear many hats. And I got to see her today, which was a bonus because I don't get to see her much. It was a pleasure seeing her today, chopping it up. And she made sure she fed her boy, made sure I had something to eat. She treated me good. She treated me like a king today, and I appreciate her for it. Y'all already know, hardworking lady, mother, grandmother, mentor, promoter, friend, family, wife, the one, the only, the new queen of boxing, going to be at Don King status when it all said and done. Miss Lloyd Reed in the building.
Oh, thank you for that introduction. Oh, you are so sweet. You're the best. You're the best.
Well, Miss Lloyd, I'm going to give you your flowers while you breathing, Miss Lloyd, because that's just what it is with our relationship. I ain't
God
never
bless
had a
you.
problem out of you. You ain't never did nothing to me
I know that's
or
right.
treated me out of pocket, so I can't speak for them other haters.
I got a couple of them too. I got a couple of
Well, I don't know what to do for them. I could tell them this, look into the camera and tell them this. I feel sorry for y'all because I ain't never got that treatment.
We had a good time today, didn't we, Squeeze?
It was a pleasure. It really was.
Yep.
I wasn't expecting that today. It was good to run into you today, sit down, chop it up with you. And I normally don't get to do that. And
you're so
it
busy.
was a good day.
Yep, you so busy. You are always so busy.
I got
to match a couple fighters up today, got some contracts signed. It was a busy day. You know, I almost forgot to log on here. I was getting ready to leave out to go to Walmart. And I said, oh my God, it's 2 minutes till 9. I forgot. I got to log on.
I know.
Hey, Melanin Queen.
You've been busy.
I have been running. Just trying to get it all done.
That's Miss Mona was first one in the chat tonight. That's my girl.
Hey, Miss Mona.
And shout out to Miss Mona. She another one. I don't get to talk to Miss Louie that much, but I know she got enough on her plate. But shout out to Miss Mona. I've been getting to talk to Miss Mona a lot here lately, and it's been very therapeutic. It's a blessing to be able to have somebody you could call and give you good sound advice, and don't want nothing from you but to do the right thing. I be needing that. I be needing those. I need it. I need a person I could call sometime too, you know.
Absolutely.
And talk to and get good advice. I need it too.
I think we all need that. Need to have that one person.
Some people be in denial though.
Yeah. You're right.
They be in denial.
You online.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all see the topic. Did Brian Norman Jr. do the right thing with a new coach? And can Shakur versus Teofimo be fight of the year? Let me go over here and holler at everybody. You already know the lovely Miss Mona, Louis PO9ZW, Melody Queen 27. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, please. And then thank you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App, $GEESSUS to support the channel. Get your merch at therisepodcast.com. Don't forget, get your high performance Kenichi Band headphones. Be sure to visit KenichiBand.com. Use the code TRP for 15% off. Also, look out for the best loungewear, pajamas. Be sure to visit hangoutwear.com. Let's get lounge in style. Use code MELANIN for 10% off. See who else up in here. Yeah. I'm hanging in there, champ. William Scroggins 2758. My prayers go out to Tank and his family and all of the GTD family and friends. Yeah, like I said, how you feel about Miss Louie? Brian Norman Jr. changing no, my Cash App. I told him to take it down, Miss Melody Queen, and use Miss Louie Cash App. That's what I told him. So my
But
Cash
you got to
App,
make sure you put for the Rize podcast. You know, if you send something to Squeeze, put Coach Tyrone or Coach Squeeze or the Rize, so that way I know to get it over to Squeeze.
yeah, but we did something for the kids today. We did something for the kids. We did something for the kids today. Pizza Fridays for the kids. Shout out to the parents that helped out and supported the event. Always coming through, you know, and talking to the girls, giving life lessons and everything to the girls. So it's a job coaching. It ain't easy, you know. But we do what we can. We push on, we press on, you know, to be able to fix our communities. Somebody has to lead and step up in the community and be a voice for their community. And then everybody need to come together in that community. If y'all live within proximity of each other, all of these people coming out protesting on other topics, but when it comes to the murders and the drugs in their communities, where all of these people at? I never understood that. That's when y'all supposed to come outside in numbers and run that stuff away from your communities. But a lot of y'all love living like that. You love it. You love it. And when people come in and try to clean it up, y'all destroy it again. Y'all do it, not the public officials. Y'all do it again. People gotta be held accountable.
Right.
It's crazy. It don't make no sense. And another thing, everybody ain't gonna be saved neither.
Mm. That's true.
That's just how it is.
That's a common perspective in many theological and philosophical debates, whether based on specific doctrines or personal observations of human nature. The idea that not
everybody ain't gonna be saved. That's the thing about it. But we did the little piece of thing for the girls, and sit down and talk to them and stuff. But it just takes a village. It really do. It really do. It takes a village. I could look at the girls' faces, and I just see different on all them faces. I see different mindsets from the surface, and as a parent myself, I'd be concerned, so I got something else coming up for the kids that I'm gonna do. I told Miss Lloyd's special project to honor their hard work. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm waiting for their trophies to come so I could do a banquet ceremony for the girls in my class for their hard work and putting forth an effort, and I'm gonna acknowledge them, and we're gonna do a little banquet for them.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Me and the parents, I know how she is. She gonna want to take it to the next level, but I'll be wanting to keep stuff simple. But when I run it past her, it's an extravaganza. But I'm gonna do that for the girls. Already ordered their trophies. I went in my pocket and brought them, getting them special made. And like I say, we gotta do it ourselves. Can't depend on the official. We gotta do it ourselves. If you say you can, if you talk it, you gotta walk it.
That's true.
Yeah. Can't say you want the community to be great and you ain't doing nothing about it. That's just how I feel. But Miss Lloyd, what you think about Brian Norman Jr. Changing his coach?
Well, I don't think he's changing everything altogether. I believe his father, this is what I believe, that his father's still going to be there, but I think they're going to add somebody else to the team so that way they can work together to balance out whatever, maybe it might be something that Senior can't see. Brian Senior can't see that.
Yeah.
Like how Coach Kenny and Coach Calvin, one don't see, the other one does. And it could be the best thing that ever happened to bring somebody else in to work with Senior and Junior. I'm just excited to hear who it would be. Have you got any acknowledgement on who it might be?
Yeah, but let me bring Mr. Will in, aka Papa Smurf. Good to have him back in the chat. He loved Roy Jones, and Mike Tyson is his favorite fighter. So let me bring him on in, because I don't want to hold him up with that introduction, but we love him over here. He know the doormat, the key is under the doormat, anytime he want to come on. The one, the only, the hitman himself, Mr. Will.
My man, what's happening, Squeeze? How you doing,
Hey, Mr.
Miss
Will.
Lloyd? How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, and
All
blessed.
right. I'm good seeing y'all. I tell you, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just felt compelled to come on tonight with y'all. You know, because
Well, you got the key under the mat.
hey man, I appreciate that, brother. I really
You
do.
know, you got the key under the mat, Mr. Will.
Yes, sir.
And you
Yes,
already know I'm just a phone call away. I keep telling
Of course.
you
Same
know,
here.
I'm a
Same here.
phone
You know
call
that.
away, man. When you
Same here.
ready to spit some verses,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you know.
Yeah, I heard y'all just talking about the Brian Norman situation. I don't know anything about who they have in line for the coaching job.
I heard Derek James.
Okay, that makes sense.
I've seen something about that, but
Yeah,
I
that
didn't know
makes
if it was
sense.
true.
That makes sense. That makes
Derek
sense.
could be an asset. Derek could be a good asset, you know,
Yes.
working with his father.
Yeah.
You know, his
Yeah.
father and him. Derek got a very his personality. He has a great personality. I love
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
I really love Derek.
Oh yeah.
And he's very humble. So
Yeah,
working
yes.
with Senior, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just like Calvin and Senior. I mean
Yeah.
Calvin and Kenny. They're
Yeah.
two different type of personalities, but they balance out.
Yeah. That's
So
so
putting
true.
them two together could be a really good look.
That is so true.
It
All
could
right,
be
let's get down to the nits and bolts. And everybody out there know and TV land that's watching the podcast. Let's cut the chase, guys.
Mm.
Let's get past the pity patter and the chatter. What reason do y'all think he did that for?
Wow.
Miss
You know
Lloyd,
what?
you first.
Okay.
Miss-
Good.
I
Ms.
think he
Lloyd, you
acted too
first.
fast. I think he acted too fast. Unless he talked it over with his father first, and it's something his father probably might have brought up and said, "Hey, look, we might need to bring someone else in." I'm hoping he just didn't say, "You know what? You didn't tell me what to do, or you didn't do this right or that right," and there was an argument. I hope that's not what happened. I hope that's not what happened. I hope that they just came to mutual agreement and said, "Hey, let's bring somebody else on and do it." I think it's the loss to Devin Haney. I think that's because I think he should have won that fight. I think he should have. I mean, he didn't clearly, but I think he should have won it. I don't know. That's my opinion. Go ahead, Mr. Will.
Well, like you said a little earlier, I totally agree with. I think that it's always good to have another set of eyes and another brain at work in that corner or in that camp, you know. So and then he's still real early in his career, so you know it can't hurt. It's like chicken soup; it can't hurt.
Oh, you see what what's your face put in the chat? Squeeze.
Who?
That Brian Norman Sr. said in an interview, he's not playing second fiddle to nobody. What do he look like doing that?
Well, y'all got y'all answer. Y'all gave y'all side of it.
Yeah.
The Rize podcast put that up
Now, I'm going to give my side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gave y'all the floor. Y'all said what y'all said.
Mm-hmm.
But in my eyes, I ain't no goddamn fool. It was controversy in that corner, in that camp.
Mm-hmm.
Even Bill Haney say they was lackadaisical getting over there to Dubai, wherever the hell they for that, getting acclimated to the time frame and all of that too late, being too cocky. And it came back and bit them.
Yeah.
Of course it caused controversy. Shit. I had controversy when tell my 22-year-old daughter or my 27-year-old daughter, son, they doing something wrong they don't supposed to be doing. And it's confusion. It's rebellious.
Yeah.
And this is on a high level.
Yeah.
It's lives at stake, money wise, prestige.
Yeah.
Of course, they got the beefing after that fight.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can tell both of their personalities are similar,
Yeah.
you know. But the way I took it on Mill City, Brian Norman Sr. was like shocked that he did it.
Oh,
That's
I
what
was
I
hoping
got.
it wasn't like that.
See, I didn't
Because
know.
because if he knew anything, if his son sit down and talk to him, common sense would tell you that he wouldn't have made the statement of I'm not playing second fiddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. See,
Right.
I
They
didn't know.
don't contrast together. Him knowing about it and
Yeah,
then
I didn't know
saying
anything about that.
after the fact,
That shows you I
I'm
don't
not
watch
gonna
Mill
play.
City.
That's why he say he ain't gonna play second fiddle.
Right. Right. Right.
Well, I don't much blame him, but I was just hoping that that he would have talked it over with his dad. But I guess he didn't.
Because
Sounds like
he was mad. He was pouting after the fight.
Right. Well, he knew he should have won that fight. He knew
That's
he should
his
have won.
fault. Look,
He should have went over there first. Now I even said that, and me, you, and Senior said that we think he should have went over there and got used to the environment, got used to the time change.
Yeah.
They were fighting our time, 4:00 in the morning. That's when they're just waking up.
right.
To go, for your day. So, and he was up all night. I mean, he looked tired walking to the ring. So that had a lot to do with it. He didn't get over there in time. But like I said, he should have won that fight. I think if he would have went over there a little bit earlier, and maybe had a what do they call it, a game, a B plan. You got the A plan, but I have a B plan put in place.
Right.
But it didn't look like they had a B plan at all.
And that's
you fighting once, twice a year. As a fighter, we know the injuries happen within camp, but you gotta be ready come fight night. The significance of that fight was too big for him not to pull that off. Some losses hurt people, and money wise, value wise, stock wise, and that hurt him.
Yeah.
And when Devin put him down to the canvas, it made it even look even worse.
You know why it looked worse? Because Devin's not even a big puncher.
You're right. Yeah, he doesn't have the power. I was shocked.
Right, me too.
I was shocked. But you never know what's going to happen in these fights. But if you prepare properly for all things, for different things that happen, you can overcome that. But I agree 100%. I think they should have went over there
and got
a lot earlier and got acclimated with the time frame and
I mean that's a no-brainer. It really is. It didn't make sense not to do that.
Well, they did it.
And the guy in the chat, Rocco, I can't say that. Well, I mean, you said it. The reason Norman lost was because he isn't good enough. No, Norman is good enough. I mean, I in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, because a lot of people had Norman winning. That's not knocking Devin and Devin's skills. Norman wasn't good enough that night. That night, he wasn't good enough to beat him, obviously. It wasn't a devastating hook that took him out. It was just a regular hook.
Yeah.
It wasn't no hard thrown hook. It was a regular hook that put him on the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't no big power punch.
No.
At all. Tell me if I'm seeing things. I don't know.
No, you're exactly right, because like I said earlier, Devin's not a big puncher anyway.
No, I don't think he is either. And you have your Devin Haney fans who are absolutely right on some of the things that they're saying. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's my opinion, That's my opinion.
Well,
go ahead, Squeeze. I'm sorry.
Well, I could tell you this, man. Brian, number one, everybody can't be, unfortunately, like Floyd Mayweather. The Floyd Mayweather effect. And what I mean by that, putting the necessary work in. I work with fighters, and I see how a lot of them, when you try to push them, they don't want to do all the necessary things. And since they know they the boss, they might leave out one or two things in training camp that can cause them to fight. And in that fight, what I saw, I picked Brian Norman by devastation. And I got frustration.
Wow. It went from devastation to frustration.
I like how he puts things.
Because for the simple fact, and I'm going to give Mr. Will the floor, from the simple fact that, brother, you knew the assignment.
Yeah.
This was a fight you supposed to make a statement like you did when you knocked that guy out overseas. Everybody was putting you in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And we're talking about how dangerous you was, the punching power you had. And you dropped the bag, brother. You got to dig yourself out that hole. And you dropped it with Devin Haney. That's like Mr. Will say, not a puncher at all. Even though this is the best I've seen Devin look in a long, long time, to give Devin some credit.
Yeah. You
dropped the bag, brother. Go ahead, Mr. Will.
Well, I gotta say I agree with everything you're saying, and what Brian Norman did, he dropped his books and lost his lesson. You know what I mean? That's what happened. He just, he didn't prepare properly, and he didn't. It was just poor preparation on a lot of levels. Probably before the fight, and we know he didn't do the right things when he got to Dubai. So it was just, what was he doing?
Was it in Dubai?
No, where were they fighting at?
I don't know why I want to say Saudi Arabia, but
it might have been. It might have been Saudi Arabia. One of the two.
Yeah, Saudi.
We know it was out of the country. We know it was out of the country.
Yeah, over there in the Middle East. I know that. Yeah, it was Saudi.
I would love to go visit Dubai.
Yeah, but he just didn't prepare properly. But I just wanted to ask real quick, who do y'all have for this Teofimo and Shakur Stevenson deal?
You got the floor, Miss Lloyd.
I got Shakur.
You got Shakur for that?
Yeah, I got Shakur. Shakur, and then it also depends on what Teofimo shows up.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's
exactly
Teofimo,
what it depends on.
Yeah, what he comes in at. Does he have any backup plan? Is he overconfident? he can be overconfident and then throw the whole fight, because he's not preparing himself correctly because he thinks that this is a definite win. But I got Shakur outboxing him.
Yeah.
I don't know about knocking him out. I think it's going to go to distance. And I hope it doesn't go to distance, but because that's always an exciting fight when a fight gets stopped or they have a knockout. But I don't think Shakur is going to be doing a lot of running because he's been hounded and hounded and hounded about his running.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to prove a point that he's not going to get in there and run.
But
Now look, fight night, he can come in there and he might have his skates on. I don't know.
yeah, I know. That's a fact. But see, my thing is, I'm still, the jury's still out with me when it comes to Shakur. I've seen him do more running than anything in fighting.
Yeah.
For real.
That's why I said I think he's going to, because people have been giving him such a hard time about
Mr.
running.
Will.
People have been giving him a hard time about running.
Look,
So that's why I said maybe he
Hold
might
on,
change
Miss
that.
Lloyd. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm laughing, and I don't want Mr. Will to think I'm being disrespectful. But right now, Mr. Will is funny because what I saw, what I've seen, and I've been very critical of Shakur in the past. With each fight, Shakur Stevenson, to me, is growing.
Yeah.
With each fight, his boxing knowledge, his IQ for the sport. The name of the sport is hit and don't be hit. People booed Floyd.
I know.
People always booing in the first half of a fight if those two fighters not giving them what they want. So I don't even really look at that. But to me, I laugh. For me, the laughter came from
He's at my house.
Shakur is a superb boxer, pure boxer.
His style to me is he's a glorified amateur. That's what he is. He is still Olympic boxing. What he's doing, he hasn't made that transition to a prize fighter. To me, he doesn't fight like he's fighting for money. I don't like that style in the pro ranks. I like fights. I want to see some people get hit, take it, and come back if they can. You know what I mean? Show some metal in there. And he does. I like with Floyd, like you said. I was never a fan of that style. I was never a big Floyd fan. A lot of people love Floyd, but I don't like that. I'd rather see, the warriors, the guys that I've seen take it and give it, Like I tell you, for me, he was a boxer, but he stood in the pocket all the time with Paul Williams. That was my dude. You know what I'm saying? I like those type of fighters, It's not running all around the place, but, that's just me.
What you cooking, Mr. Will? What you cooking?
Some salmon. Yes.
Hey, Coach, Tyrone, I left that at the gym, right?
You did.
That bag, remember that bag I gave you?
Yeah.
Throw it away when you go in the bar. It's probably smelling.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
All right. If you go up there, Jesus, if nobody goes in there over the weekend, it's going to really be smelling on Monday.
Oh, my goodness.
You could have gave it to one of the guys.
I was afraid to give it to anybody. I ain't going to lie.
I got you.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but I Mr. Will is hilarious. He say the man still boxing like an amateur. Far as he can
that Olympic style, like you said, touch him, just score a point.
But the last 3 fights, the man that stood in the pocket He banged with Cepeda. Cepeda's supposed to have been the boogeyman of the division. Nobody wanted to fight him. Shakur stepped in there and went toe-to-toe with the man.
Yeah, but I never saw Vader, so
he fought Ebenezer, stood toe-to-toe, boxed him. The De La Santo fight, he hurt his hand. He had to get on the move with that. Yeah. But I look at that fight 25 times, and I enjoy to see the elusiveness. Yeah. Is it friendly to a lot of people? No. But he getting his hand raised.
That's it's I don't know. That's just not everything to me, getting your hand raised. I look at how it all plays out. And like I said, that's just me though. That's just my opinion. And that's all this is, this opinion. It ain't got, I don't have a dog in that race. I'm just saying, man. That's just, my preference. I like wars, man, really. I like to see guys get in there and go for it. And the boxing, like that, it's just not those type of fights. I don't watch again. I can't sit through it. It's hard enough for me to get through it the first time. So to sit there and watch it over and over, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody has their own taste in life.
What's your opinion on Shakur, Miss Lloyd? Because we already got two of them up here on the podcast. Let's see your redemption of Shakur.
What do you mean? I gave you mine. I told you if he does like the fans keep giving him a hard time about doing, as far as running, if he stands still with Teofimo and boxes him, he stands a chance. But it depends on what Teofimo shows up. So it could be a good fight. I don't want to see, I don't want to see it going the distance. I want to see the ref stopping it, or I want to see a knockout. So with that being said, it depends on if Shakur going to run the whole fight, or if he's going to prove his haters wrong and not run and stand toe to toe with Teofimo, or the Teofimo that was the takeover comes in there and takes over. I don't know.
Number one, Shakur Stevenson right now is one of the best boxers in boxing. Right now,
as far as boxing, yes indeed.
He has a smooth, subtle style that outsmarts his opponents. When you can beat a person with your brain, that's some crazy stuff in itself right there. I was very impressed. Each fight he gets better. There's a couple of things I saw he could do more of, like countering off of the shoulder roll. But otherwise than that, Shakur Stevenson is a pure boxer. And a lot of guys say he do have power. He got that sneaky power. Ain't none of them walking them down. You got to cut the ring off. That's your job.
Yep.
And make them engage with you. If you can't cut the ring off, that's on you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't come in and fight the way everybody want me to fight, because now that ain't the game plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, I don't give a damn what Teofimo Lopez, Count Dracula, I don't know what the hell. Frankenberry looking ass.
I know.
Shakur Stevenson is going to box circles around Count Dracula. Mark my words.
I like that. You said Count Dracula. Wow.
I really, as a fighter, I've really never been a fan of Teofimo Lopez.
No.
I really never, and maybe it's because it's in the same situation as as Bill and Devin, maybe because of his father in the beginning, but then he started just going overboard with his
Yeah,
antics, and
yeah,
that kind of turned me against him as a fighter. It kind
yeah,
of turned me against him as wanting him to win, you know.
yeah.
But I would still pay for his fights, you know, because I like boxing, you know. But I never really was a big fan of his. So I do hope Shakur wins. That's who I got winning. And I made a bet. I hope I win the bet.
You gonna win it.
I
That's
want.
easy. That's easy money.
Yeah, I didn't bet much this time. Last time I had to come out of pocket for real.
To
Not
be
on Shakur,
honest,
but another fight from Brian Norman.
to be honest, and without bias or prejudice, I don't see nothing special about Teofimo Lopez that everybody else see. I
Right.
can't even compare him to another fighter of the old. Easy fight for Shakur.
I like the undercard. What do you think about the undercard?
Who on that?
I think isn't Keyshawn on there?
I ain't sure.
Somebody in the chat. Look at see if Keyshawn Davis is fighting on there. Wait a minute. I don't know why my brain just left me, y'all. It's
Yeah,
my
he's
age.
he's he's on that card.
Yeah, Keyshawn's supposed to be fighting on that card. I was gonna say, I know I'm not losing my mind altogether.
Yeah,
And then
he's on.
wait a minute, who else? Who else, Mr. Will, is on there?
Now that you got me, all I know is Keyshawn is on it, but the rest of the card, I don't even know who it
But
is.
it's supposed to be a good card. I
Yeah.
can't think. God, what is it? Uh, I'm too damn old. I can't. I'm thinking about the matching fighters all day long,
Yeah,
and so I got their names in my head, and
yeah,
I'm not thinking about.
I understand.
I can't even think right. Who is on that damn card besides Keyshawn? It's a good card. It's a good little card. Cause remember we were talking about going to New York, Squeeze,
Yeah.
because of the
Is
undercard.
it gonna be in New York?
Yeah, Madison Square Garden.
Shit.
I just don't. Only thing I don't like about the fights in New York, I come back home, and if I do come back home, or if I take the bus back home. But
Yeah,
if I drive, I'll probably stop and get a hotel, like in Philadelphia. I won't get a hotel in
in New
like over
York.
by the airport in New York. Everything's so damn expensive.
Oh yeah.
Even the bad hotels
Wow.
are expensive. The hotels that aren't nice. And see, I won't stay in nothing that ain't nice. So I said, I'm not going to get I wouldn't stay in New York.
And then too soon we got that Fundora and sometimes Thurman coming up.
You said sometime, Thurman.
Yeah, yeah.
When's that fight supposed to be?
I think it's supposed to be next month.
Okay, February.
I think it's February, if not March, but it's soon. If it goes through, because you know how Thurman is, it'll be like a week out, a week left before the fight, and he'll get an ingrown toenail or something and pull out the fight. I got a wax build up in my ear. I can't do it. Something like that. So
When is Floyd Schofield supposed to be fighting again?
I
Have
haven't
y'all
heard.
heard?
I haven't heard anything on
Let
him.
me tell you, I've been watching his training videos and stuff. He's looking sharp.
That's good.
He's
Well,
looking sharp.
the horizon is wide open right now. We need some new blood out there. Somebody to kind of, grab the public's interest and everything.
I've been
We
following him
need
since he
somebody.
was with Adrian Broner. When he was with the
Yeah.
Bout Billions, he was the youngest fighter on the Bout Billions roster.
Yeah.
And I've been following him since then.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's a nice kid in
Yeah.
real life.
Who?
And
Schofield.
Floyd Schofield.
Yeah, I could tell that.
I mean, in real life, he is so sweet. He's like, Tank is in real life to like us. He's the people that really know him. He's a very humble and nice person. I don't care what nobody say. I argue down on that one. But he's like that, and he reminds me of him in a way. But this young man been putting in work. I mean, really working hard.
Yeah.
Floyd Schofield, yep, he sure has.
Like I say, man, I apologize. I'm so tired, man, working with them kids and stuff, putting these events together. I apologize for my tardiness, man. It's been long weeks. Driving, man, the people driving out there is exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
It's just been crazy. So I apologize to everybody in the chat. I'm holding my eyes together. I'm glad I got.
He was there early. Squeeze was at the gym early, and he worked.
Oh,
today.
Yeah, I was wiping down, mopping, and
he was doing everything today.
yeah, end of the week. But nevertheless, I don't see nothing, in all honesty, to me, that what is his identity, Teofimo Lopez? What is his identity as a fighter? I have nothing to describe him as, if I'm going to mention a style. But Shakur Stevenson, first thing coming to my mind, pure boxing.
Okay, I'll give him this hat. I'm gonna call him a boxer brawler. I'm gonna say Teofimo is a boxer brawler.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm not. Look, my mama said, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it all. So I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, they ain't never stopped me, but
I know that's right, Mr.
I'm
Will.
sorry. But no,
it ain't never stopped me either. It's stopping me today.
I get you. I get it.
And look, those who know me know that I'll get with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But I don't even know what to say about him, especially with his lately. The way, I hate to say this and put this up there, the way he is referring to people that aren't of his nationality, his race, whatever.
Well, I'm gonna say something about that. We gotta get away from that too.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is this: a lot of Latino people don't understand that they have African blood. A lot of them. Okay.
Teach them something, Mr. Will.
I'm serious, and so no, I know black. I think it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand. They sent slaves everywhere. So just because they sent your family to Puerto Rico, they sent somebody else's family to Brazil, doesn't make you Brazilian. Doesn't make you Puerto Rican. You just an African that was, reared in Puerto Rico or whatever. And they I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some mix on the blood but they have African blood. Trust me.
Right.
And they don't. Somebody needs to sit them down and talk to them. A lot of them.
Yeah. So
okay, for example, a dude like Tito Trinidad. Trinidad could be your next door neighbor or show up at your family reunion. Nobody would know he's from Puerto Rico until he starts talking. This is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Well, I be showing up at the cookhouse and they don't know. They think I belong too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at.
I think that this could have up-to-date implications of starting the year off. To me, it got implications of it could be a nomination for Fight of the Year.
With the Shakur fight?
Yeah, because you got somebody that fought his last 3 fights at 140. Then you got one guy coming up to 40, no tune-up, and fight one of the best proclaimed fighters in the game. And his wheelhouse is a big statement by Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they getting these. He's scared, he running, this, that, and other. He's stepping up and fighting. In some people's eyes, one of the best fighters in the game. Then he going up to 47, and he gonna fight Devin Haney.
You think Shakur's gonna go up and fight him?
Yeah, he'll go up to 47 and fight Devin.
Well, he's big enough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. He's got the, you know, he's not a little guy for the weight class he's in, you know.
No. So this fight's gonna be at 140, right?
Yeah.
Because he did when they were at the press conference, and I was looking at Shakur. I'm like, damn, he looks kind of bulky there. He looks big.
Yeah, he's kind of big, actually.
Mm-hmm. And I always thought of him as that little kid, you know, at the.
Well, yeah, he's got that baby face. That's what it is. He still
Yeah.
looks like he's about 13 years old in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Other
I
than
like
that,
his grandfather. His grandfather's very nice. Very nice man.
Yeah.
They say Shoo, Big Baby Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Big, yeah. But you know, the tape, he's already been exposed, man. So he's got to go back down to the remedial level and start fighting little kids again to try to build his name back up. But I think his little run is over.
That was all on him.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah, but what it was, he wasn't ever taking any step-up fights. And if you keep fighting junk, that's what you become. Like that old saying, iron sharpens iron. And that's why I picked Holyfield over Tyson back in the day, because I was telling anybody that would listen. I said, Mike, that he hasn't fought anybody to prepare him for Holyfield. Holyfield fought bigger, better fighters his whole career. Nobody wanted the head. And it's cool.
You know, I heard Mike Tyson was your favorite fighter, Mr. Will.
Yeah, him and Roy Jones, my top 2 favorite.
You know, on my bucket list was I want to sit down with Mike Tyson on his little, what is it called? His little podcast thing he got when he sits on the sofa and smokes weed and all that. I want to sit down and smoke a blunt with him.
I hear that. See, honestly, y'all, I think honestly that nobody black wants to hear this, you know. But I think Mike was media hype. He really was. You see, what got him over? He fought a lot of tomato cans, and he had that story behind him that this white man took him from nothing and made him a champion. And that's what it's not just the Mike Tyson story, it's the Customato story you're telling. You got to mention him when you mention Mike. And that's why they pushed Mike along and made him bigger than life and all that. That's the whole deal with that.
I've always loved me some Mike Tyson. I don't know.
Well, I was never like on him like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Early in his career, he did some things real good. He had certain things about his style I used to love, but I was looking at who he was fighting. He wasn't fighting anybody. He fought guys that really, it was plenty of guys out there he should have fought. I'm going to name some names. He could have fought David Tor. He could have fought Ray Mercer. He could have fought Tim Witherspoon. He could have fought Riddick Bowe. He ain't want no resistance. He wanted guys. Only reason he took the fight with Buster because on paper Buster had a reputation for quitting. That's the only reason he fought Buster.
And see, I never looked at it like
Yeah,
that.
I look at all that. I look
See,
at the ins
I
and
was
outs
looking,
of
let me show you. I wasn't looking at Mike Tyson, the boxer. I was looking at
the
what he went
individual.
through.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
his personal life and what he
yeah.
was going through.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then seeing him get in the ring, and then after going through all the different things that he had been through and things that happened to him, and he overcame his personal life, and now he's a better man. Now I'm not saying a better fighter. I said he's a better man.
Yeah. I got
Now, but that's where, you know, because I was younger then, and I wasn't really, but he's my favorite fighter, other than our own fighter here.
Yeah.
Tank Davis, regardless.
Yeah. One thing I can say, Shakur Stevenson is making the fights happen. He making the fights happen. Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz, at least these guys fighting each other.
Right. They are.
You know, that's the most important thing. But yeah, man, I'm great. Get on up off here. I could barely hold my eyes open.
Damn, man.
Closing arguments. I don't know. It hit me out of nowhere. It's just been a long week.
It's been a long day.
I get it. Definitely.
When I'm fighting to hold my eyes open.
I understand.
I want to thank everybody in the chat for tuning in.
Yeah,
you know, we here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 o'clock, and on Sunday at 12. Hope to see y'all on Sunday. Thank you, Squeeze, for having me again today. And I enjoyed spending the day with you today.
That was a blast.
We're going to have to do that again.
Closing arguments, Mr. Will.
Hey, man, all I can say is for you were saying thanks for having me on. And, you know, I got to, you know, get with y'all more often, man. Because, you know, I miss being with y'all. But all in all, I really appreciate y'all again. And y'all take care of yourselves. And I will definitely be talking with you real soon. Go get some rest, Squeeze. That's my closing argument.
All right, thanks. Y'all already know the lovely Mr. Lloyd, a.k.a. Mr. Will Papa Smurf. Keep it greasy and it'll comb easy.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, we out. It's the Rize Podcast, right back at y'all with another banger. We'll catch y'all Sunday, God willing. Peace.
Yes,
some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come off for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young